Hi, I'm wearing makeup today. Are we surprised? Nice little change. We like to switch it up once in a while. I've said in the past couple of videos that I really prefer to film very casual, very fresh-faced, but I am going to dinner tonight. Yes, it's a Monday. Yes, I'm gonna drink. Just please leave me alone. I wanted to film this and get this up for you guys. You can tell by the title, we're doing a shoe collection today. However, I decided to tailor it and kind of make it a little bit more focused. We're gonna be going into my platform shoes. These are the shoes that I wear out at night, that I wear multiple times a week. They're all from brands that I feel like are a little bit more trendy and honestly just don't have that many reviews or videos on YouTube. And I totally understand as a consumer when you are kind of interested and curious about one of these trendier brands, it really helps to have a video of someone kind of breaking down their experience if they're worth the money. So I feel like this will be the most helpful. I can obviously do like a sneaker collection and boots collection and all that kind of thing in the future. I'm fine with that, but for now, I think this is actually what the people want to see. They want to know, where does Samantha get her Brogue-style Spice Girl boots? Look no further. The answer is upon us. Okay, so before I get into the video, as you guys know, I just love to talk and I won't shut up. Hi, my name is Samantha. I'm 28 years old. I live in New York City. I upload videos a couple of times a month on this channel. I'm super active on Instagram, Twitter. I have a TikTok, a SoundCloud, a Spotify, blah, blah, blah. I'll leave all of it linked down below, as well as links to all of these shoes and anything else that I might mention in the video. I have 2 pairs of shoes from 3 different brands to share with you guys today. We have Naked Wolfe, Lamoda, and Unif. I feel like I have to mention a couple of things before I like actually get into the shoes. See, here I go again, Gemini moon. I just literally can't shut up. The thing that people ask me the most in real life is, how do you wear shoes like this? I don't know, I just feel like it's worth mentioning. Like, full disclosure, I was a competitive figure skater for 15 years. If you know me, this is so annoying to hear me say that all the time. I think it really informs like why I wear shoes like this, because if you don't know, competitive figure skates, like the actual skates that cost thousands of dollars, those like boots are very heavy, and it feels natural to me because that's what I grew up doing my entire life. So if anything, wearing flat shoes is actually more painful and more uncomfortable for me. I prefer something with a little bit of an arch, and the fact that the shoe is heavy doesn't really bother me. It kind of feels like I'm balanced out in some way. Also, you know, I've mentioned this before, but like when you have a bit of a reputation as being like an emotional sort of like crybaby, like no joke, I have literally shed tears in every single nightclub south of Houston, at least once. It's nice to wear big shoes. I feel more powerful. I feel more large and in charge. It's like a defense mechanism, okay? And I just think, you know, I like the style. It goes with kind of my wannabe pop star vibes. These truly are the shoes that I wear out all the time. You've probably seen these all multiple times on my Instagram. I know they're not for everyone, but obviously if you clicked on this video, then you're probably into this kind of style as well. Anyway, let's move on to my current favorite shoe brand ever, Naked Wolfe. I'm not gonna speak too much about these particular shoes. I have an entire video unboxing them, my kind of initial review, that sort of thing. It's very detailed. I will leave it linked down below. But what I will say is these shoes have truly become my favorite shoe. These are the shoes that I wear out the majority of the time. They look great with little skirts, they look great with dresses, they look great with jeans. They're so easy to wear. Obviously you can see that they've worn in a bit around the ankle, so they're super comfortable. It probably only took me about, I would say, 4 evenings out to fully break them in. They're very comfortable. They've been everywhere. They've been on the couch at Casablanca, they've been to Butterfly Room, they've been to Ray's, they've been to the flower shop, they've been up and down the cobblestone streets of the West Village. They're very well known now. I love the kind of over-exaggerated heel here, which we will see in another pair of Naked Wolfe shoes. I'm very pleasantly surprised that the leather wrap heel and platform doesn't really show that much wear. That's something that I was worried about in the unboxing video. If you watched that, I feel like that ended up not really being an issue. You can kind of see the little like metal wolf there. It's maybe about to come off, but if that's the case, I don't really care. The Naked Wolfe logo here on the back is a little dirty. Again, nothing that I really care about. These have been amazing. They have filled the void that I needed them to fill. They are my go-to going out shoes, and I already know for the fall and winter, I'm probably gonna wear them even more than I have been this summer. I will say, I feel like this summer I've been trying to just wear some more like fun sandals and things like that, just to like fully embrace summer fashion, but fall is where it's at for me. So I'm very happy that I have these because I know that we're gonna be spending a lot of time together. I'm trying to think if there are any any other questions on that video that you guys had. Oh, about sizing, they're very true to size in my opinion. I am a 9, I am a 39 in every single pair of Naked Wolf shoes that I own, and I own 5 pairs. The shipping is great. Obviously the price point is a little bit higher, but when I know that like at the end of the day, these are my favorite shoes, and I know that they're so consistent, I know that they're reliable, I know that they're like super fashion forward, it's not something that everyone has. It's funny because I feel like if you spend a lot of time looking at other influencers and YouTubers, then some of these brands really feel like maybe a little oversaturated, but like out in the real world, that's really not the case. Like it's very rare that I go out and see anyone wearing the same stuff that I'm wearing. Another thing that's probably worth mentioning is this has been the case for the past like 3 or 4 years. Naked Wolf does a huge sale during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That's not that far away. So if you guys are interested in the shoes I'm showing, then I highly recommend waiting until then because it's like 30% off and totally worth it. So then the price point isn't as bad. It's a family-owned business. I love supporting them. I think they're super cool. So, I mean, I recommend. The other pair of shoes that I got from them was kind of, I don't want to say it was a spontaneous purchase, but I was just looking around at all the shoes that I have. I was creating outfits and I was realizing that I don't have any colored shoes. A lot of times I like to incorporate like pink and blue and purple and whatever into my tops and my skirts, but sometimes you just want to wear all black and have like the shoe be a little pop of color. So anyway, I was coming up with all of these outfits that I just thought would look so much better with like a bright pink shoe. Naked Wolf came out with these. They're the Jada platform like sandal, and I just had to get them. Okay, I have some mixed feelings about these. First of all, this square toe is insane. I love it. I think the straps are super cool. It has one that goes around the ankle. They're insanely comfortable. It has this curved kind of heel, which you can see is almost identical to the Jailbreakers. So I kind of feel like with Naked Wolf, if you're comfortable in like one of the shoes, you'll probably be okay in any of them. I love these. I get compliments on them every time I wear them out. I almost feel like if I were someone who is trying to be a little bit more frugal, like this is my recommendation to you, I would maybe just get these in black or white. As much as I go out and as much as I try to style super creatively, I just don't wear them as much as I thought that I would. The wear shows on the color a lot more than they do on the black ones. Like I remember the first night that I wore these out, I had to take Lysol wipes and like wipe down the whole shoe. The back of the heel really did look dirty. There's scuff marks on, oh, can we talk about this? There's scuff marks on the wolf that's here on the back. This is another thing that I'm not thrilled with. People love this. Like people are like, oh my God, what's on the back of your shoe? And I'm like, I hate it. I wish I could take it off. It doesn't bother me when they're on. I can't even see it, but I don't know. I think it's like a little tacky, but there's like scuff marks all on it, which are probably hard to see. There's also some peeling on the leather here at the front. Now that could just be because I'm a little bit harder on my feet because I live in New York City and the streets are disgusting. I don't really know. I do kind of think that maybe if I gotten them in black, like maybe I would reach for them more and maybe they wouldn't have shown the wear as obviously. I still like love that I got them in pink, so do with that information what you will. As I say that, you can see like, what the hell is that? I really truly don't want to know. I've definitely worn them at least like 5 or 6 times. I'll try to insert some photos of me wearing them, different outfits so you guys can see. Obviously follow me on Instagram. That's where the outfits truly get their time to shine. Anyway, all of that to say, I really love Naked Wolf. I highly recommend if you guys have been debating trying them out. They are without a doubt my favorite. I feel the most confident. They really add a lot to even the most basic outfits. Super comfortable, true to size, pretty good in terms of wear. Obviously, if you live anywhere other than New York City, then I'm sure they won't ever look anything like this. So I'm sure you'll be fine. Now, moving on to Lamoda. This is a brand that I feel like not as many people know about. Full disclosure, I found out about them from Dolls Kill. Because if you don't know, Dolls Kill like used to, I don't know if they still do, carry a bunch of different brands as well as their own in-house brands. And I'm pretty sure that like Current Mood is actually their brand. But anyway, some of the other brands that they have, like Demonia, for example. Demonia is its own brand. They used to carry Unif Gia. They used to carry For Love and Lemons. You can still get some of those shoes and some of those brands on Dolls Kill, but you can also just go to their own website or look on Poshmark, Depop, things like that. Again, I found out about Lamoda from Dolls Kill, but I purchased these from Lamoda, their actual website, which is UK based. I actually got these shoes for a wedding. I specifically had a dress in mind. I knew I needed shoes like these. Actually, you know what's funny? I think I saw Emma Leger wearing these like a really long time ago, and I'd had them screenshotted forever. Finally, when I got invited to the one and only wedding I've ever been invited to, I knew that that was my opportunity to purchase these. But what I didn't expect was that I'd wear them them a bunch of times afterwards. So they look like this. They are white platform shoes. They have a little peep toe. They're like a very shiny kind of patent leather. They have a strap that goes around your ankle. I think you can see some like similarities in the type of shoes that I'm choosing. Like the platform is very thick. The heel is very chunky, easy to walk in. The difference with these is, of course, I knew that the wear was gonna show right away. Like they're white. They definitely have some scuffs, but I haven't ever really tried to clean them that well. So I'm sure that it would probably come off if I really tried. I wanna say that these retail for around $70. I purchased these so long ago, I'm gonna have to leave the information link down below. And if they're not still available, I'll try and find something super similar. I was shocked by how many times I ended up wearing these like out at night. They actually looked really good in the winter with like sheer tights. Obviously they work well in the spring and summer. I don't really give a shit about that whole like white after Labor Day thing. Like wear whatever you want. If anything, I just loved that getting these shoes was my introduction into the whole brand of Lamoda. They have a huge website, a ton of different styles that I feel like will appeal to a lot of different people. So I definitely recommend checking them out if you're looking for something kind of more specific. I will say that like I don't grab for the white shoes that often, but it is nice to know that I have a pair of white shoes that are more like dressy for going out because I don't otherwise have any. I just think more often than not, no matter how like cutesy and girly my style might be at any given moment, it still is like very grounded in goth or like at least some kind of like punk undertones. So I think 9 times out of 10 I'm grabbing for like a black chunky shoe, which brings me to these. I purchased these shamelessly because I saw Madison Beer wore them and I freaked the fuck out. They are these like, what are they called? Brogue-style platform shoes, like schoolgirl Lolita vibes. I am absolutely insanely obsessed with these. They have 2 buckles here, this like really cool brogue detailing here. Of course, a nice big insane platform. They're patent leather. You guys, these look amazing with like sheer tights, thigh highs, a tiny little skirt. I love these so much, but I must say, out of every platform I own, these are the most uncomfortable. I've probably only worn them like 3 or 4 times. I have not worn them like to the club. I don't really even feel like I can do that at this point. I'm not sure why it is. Maybe the arch is a little bit more exaggerated than some of the others. So I might need to get an insert, but the problem is that on the sides, it's kind of so shallow that I don't know if an insert would even really fit. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to experiment. But anyway, I've worn them like with outfits to lunch or dinner before, but like admittedly, I get home and I'm like kind of in pain. So I'm gonna have to figure something out though for this fall because I just feel like these are everything. I feel like they can go a bunch of different ways, like something a little more goth, like a little more sophisticated, schoolgirl outfits. Like what's that trend, like dark academia? Like that vibe. Oh, that reminds me, I actually ordered these last year to wear when I was like gender bent Draco Malfoy for Halloween, and they didn't come in time, so I ended up having to wear a different pair of shoes. But that's why I initially ordered these, was for that reason, because I just felt like that was so like dark academia. But it's fine, I still found a couple of opportunities to wear them in the fall, but I really haven't worn them since. So we definitely need to try again, because in the best way possible, they remind me of like Tumblr when I was in high school in like 2000, when was I in high school? 2010? Like listening to Lana Del Rey and wearing these shoes and like reading Anna Karenina. That was my vibe. So I love them. I think they're super cool. I just have to experiment a little bit more with how to actually wear them comfortably to cause chaos in at the club. Okay, so that's it for Lamoda. Now we have my shoes from Unif. These are the Gia platform sandal. Here's the thing with Unif, guys. They go in and out of stock a lot, but if you sign up for their emails, I promise they email you when it's back in stock without fail. They also post a lot on their Instagram when they're restocking certain pieces. You can kind of prepare yourself. So if they're not available when I link them, just like I said, sign up for emails, keep checking back. But these are like the best kind of 90s trend chunky platform sandal ever. I like these better than the Steve Madden ones because they're just obviously bigger. Something about the patent leather makes it like a little bit more fun, a little bit more special. And it also has 2 straps, which I actually think is just way more comfortable to wear out. I've worn them out a ton. I will say, I have a memory last summer of wearing these in Chicago. I went home for one of my friend's birthdays. We were like trapezing around the city, which sounds crazy because it was during COVID, but I do remember that we were going like a bunch of different places, running around the West Loop. Anyway, I remember falling down in them once which like I've never fallen ever. I don't know if that says anything about the shoes or just like that particular night was maybe a little too out of control. What I noticed when I got home, I don't even know if I can see where it was anymore. Oh yeah, this strap here had started to come out. Like you could still wear them, but I was super nervous that the strap would come off completely. So I actually went to my shoe guy here on the Lower East Side. I will leave his information linked down below because if you live in New York, he's the best shoe guy ever. He fixed them in 12 minutes. Like I went to get a Starbucks and came back and he was done and it was $6. ERIK Shoe Repair, he's the best. But yeah, I don't really want to say that that's like an indication of the shoe. I really do think it was just me like running. Like I have this memory of me full on running down Randolph with my friend Chloe wearing these shoes. I'm sure there's like vlog footage of it somewhere. I don't even really want to think about it, but anyway, I think they're great. I love that they're nice and chunky. I actually wore them a couple of times this summer with jeans. It was giving me very like Lizzie McGuire, Lindsay Lohan vibes, so I was super into that, but they're also comfortable with socks or tights. But see, that being said, knowing that I had these open toe shoes and these open toe shoes, it was really hard to justify getting these in black or white because I kind of felt like I already had open toe shoes in those colors. So I went with the pink. You see how my collection's coming along. Now we need to get to the most famous shoes of all. They're so famous, I keep them somewhere else. So I have to go get them. Hold on. Here they are. Oh my God. Okay. These are the Unif smoke boots. I think I've had these the longest out of any of the shoes here, maybe. They are without a doubt the most worn. These have really seen it all. They have seen it all. They have stomped all over the Lower East Side, all over Soho. They are without a doubt the shoes that I get the most questions about. So again, these are the Unif smoke boots. They retail for about $205. They're not quite as expensive as Naked Wolf, but they're still obviously very expensive. Here's the interesting little anecdote about these. I actually bought these only to wear out, again, another Halloween reference. I got them in 2019 in October specifically to wear them with my Darth Vader costume. I just thought that it would be like super cool and I thought it fit the vibe. And I remember at the time, my best friend was like, these shoes are epic and insane and you look amazing, but like that's so expensive. Like I'm kind of known for just spending a lot of money on Halloween costumes, but I thought to myself, like, I really do think I'll wear them again. I don't think they'll just be for the costume. And I just was so shocked at how often I ended up gravitating towards them during that fall and winter. Yeah, even all through 2020 in the fall and winter. They are hard to wear in the summer because your leg is so sweaty. They zip up here on the side. They're just like not the most comfortable, and obviously I have better options. But when it's the fall, these are the best boots to wear with like a little mini skirt or a dress, because if you're like me and you don't really care about the weather, you just dress for however you want to feel, it kind of stops people from bothering you. If you're a girl, you know this, that sometimes when you wear like a little dress in the winter, guys will just incessantly be like, why are you wearing such a little, aren't you cold? And it's like, no, I'm not cold. I'm from Chicago. I was a competitive figure skater. Shut the fuck up. If you're wearing like tall boots like this, it kind of makes wearing a tiny skirt or a tiny dress like just seem a little bit more normal or acceptable, I guess, in the fall and winter. It kind of helps to transition those kind of pieces. I just found myself grabbing for these all the time, and it was so nice because I didn't feel like I had to wear pants when I was going out all the time if I just wore these. I will say, believe it or not, out of every shoe that I've shown here, these are the most lightweight on your feet. They're kind of heavy holding them right now, but they're the most lightweight when they're on your feet. I'm sure it has to do with like whatever foam or something is inside of this platform. I could run really far in them and not be bothered at all. They're also the flattest on the bottom. Oh my God, New York City. I'm gonna have to Swiffer my whole apartment after this. These are better. They're pretty much completely flat on the bottom. So if you're someone who's like a little scared of platforms, or if you have a problem with your arches, these are definitely the ones that you should try out. I just feel like they give off like ninja, anime, Marvel, very Spice Girl. And I'm gonna insert some photos of me wearing them because I just feel like you guys need to see how versatile shoes like this truly are. Like I was shocked. I did not think that I would wear these as much as I did. I don't think that they've really shown that much wear, maybe a little bit on the edge here, but nothing noticeable. Oh, also I feel like it's worth mentioning that there's this kind of like little fabric elastic flap here to help them stretch a little bit. If you're someone who's worried about how these are gonna fit around your calves, I have had that problem a lot as well. Like I've never been able to get those Stuart Weitzman boots because my calves are just simply too, again, competitive figure skater, they're too muscular, like sorry, to fit into boots that have a skinny shaft. I remember when I ordered these, it was like a couple days before Halloween, and I was like, I really hope that they fit, and if they don't, I'm just gonna have to make it work. The first couple of times that I wore them, I had like the imprint of the zipper on my leg because they were so tight, but they've definitely stretched out over time. I could be in the worst mood in the world and I put these on and I am gonna stomp in and ruin everyone's life. I'm just kidding. So that is gonna be it for this shoe collection. Like I said, this is just my platform shoes from the trendy brands that I honestly wear the most. One like quick glance through my Instagram and you guys will see, I'm not kidding, I wear these shoes all the time. If you guys are interested, I can definitely do like other shoe collection videos focusing on sneakers, heels, whatever else. I hope that this was helpful if you have been considering trying anything from any of these brands. If you have questions about any of the shoes or the brands, my experience with them, please leave a comment. I'll try to be as helpful as I possibly can. On that note, my camera battery is flashing. Well, I guess that means I'm done. Subscribe if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Everywhere you can find me will be linked down below, as well as links to everything that I mentioned in this video, and as well as a link to my more in-depth Jailbreaker video. That's it for now. Okay, bye kisses.